Welcome to another edition of Let's Talk Ed with Professor Chris. This is actually part 2 of Talk to the Students. We talked to the ladies, now we're looking at some gentlemen. Again, remember, our goal is to make sure you experience college and not survive it. So today with me is Mr. Jerry. How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing great.
I'm very happy to have you here. I should let you know, though, that you are representing all male students, since my first interview with the students was 2 women. Okay. And you should watch that episode. But then people followed up with, okay, let's talk to some gentlemen too to see, because the ladies were so nice about, I said, okay, we'll get some gentlemen to tell us their side of their college experience. So how are you doing today?
I'm doing really good today.
Okay, all right. That's good.
Happy to be here.
Yeah, no, that's great. So let's get right to it. Usually I want to hear from the students as to what their challenges are first, and then I will share with you some of the challenges that my students have had, and I'm going to ask you to see if you've gone through them. Okay. So right now, a little bit about yourself. What are you studying?
Right now, I'm studying cybersecurity right now. Okay. I'm really soon. I'll be graduating in the upcoming summer. So by then, I'll probably be prepared to go and start looking out for a job and all that stuff.
All right, that's good. What made you get into cyber?
When I first kind of when I graduated high school, because I graduated in 2019, I came in and I was majoring in engineering. Okay. But really, it's like that first semester.
You just broke my heart, Jerry. You started engineering and you're like, no, I'm done with engineering.
You gonna say that? Okay. But I got into engineering, and I was in that intro to engineering class, and like halfway through it, I was like, man, because I think I wanted to do computer science. I wanted to do some sort of like animation. Yeah. But I was like, I need to get through this. But the math and engineering, it wasn't for me. Right. So I went to the office on North Campus, right. And I was recommended 3 different majors. I think it was web development, cybersecurity. It was a third one, but cybersecurity struck my interest. Right. That's what I stayed with.
On a serious note, though, I always say when I have my students, they talk about, well, I started in engineering and I switched to somewhere else. I always say that is what college is all about, right? Mm-hmm. It's supposed to provide you with a different options, a different track. So I joke about that, but I'm very, very happy that you're actually able to find your track to get into that. And I commend you for your next steps. So what are some of your challenges that you have? Actually, let me take that back. I'm trying to remember the questions that I asked the ladies, so I'm fair on both sides now. The first question I asked them was, what do you think about your faculty? Do you think your professors, your instructors, do you think they care about you? Do you think they just hear what? Yeah, well, and I need to be honest because, my goal is to get this information and talk to the people that, to help. So,
do I think my professors care? I think my professors do care from like a professional standpoint. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Depending on if you're coming to in-person classes or if it's online through Microsoft Teams or whatnot, I think that the teachers show up to you the professional college experience. Come and teach the students what they need to know, help them out and everything. Okay. So. All right. I think they do care in that standpoint. Okay.
So would you go to your professor if, let's say, this morning you were coming to school, you're not really feeling like, I need to come to school, you got stuff going on. Would you go to your professor to say, can you help me out? I don't feel like coming to school today? That is a no.
I kind of want to say yes. Okay. I kind of want to say yes, but it really depends on the type of professor, because I've had some really good professors who really understand how the students are feeling, but sometimes it really just depends on how the professor's feeling that day. Okay,
all right. Mm-hmm. Have you ever gone to a counselor?
No, sir.
That means you don't have any issues.
No, not issues like that.
Right. Do you know why you will have to go to a counselor? Do you know?
I have an idea.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So the same thing I told, my first students when I interviewed them, it almost seemed like, and it's okay. It's okay because I'm getting ready to kind of share with you some of the issues that my students have had. But it almost felt like, we're good. We don't need that help. But that's good too. Do you even know where the counselors are on campus? Like if you had to go to one, do you know where to find them?
No, sir. No, I don't know where the counselors are.
All right.
Not on North Campus.
Okay. All right. So give me 2 of your most challenging things in college right now. What do you think if we were to provide a solution for you will make your college life like the best?
I think my number one thing, I don't know if I want to like say if it's like an issue, but sure. but it's kind of like.
Let me rephrase that.
Yeah,
Let's talk about what can I do to make the college life currently better?
Like before pre-COVID, I was in classes, because I was in engineering, then I switched over to cybersecurity, and when I switched over to cybersecurity, my classes were in person, I was coming to school, but then pre-COVID, and then COVID hit, unfortunately, and then everything went online, and then majority of all my classes are online, and they stayed online, you know what I'm saying? So, and if they're in person, the closest in-person class for me is in the Southern Campus. That's like 30 to 40 minutes away from my house. Okay.
All right. So, time management. Are you currently working and you have to work and go to school at the same time?
No, sir. I've been blessed with the opportunity that I don't have to work. I can focus on school for the most part.
Sounds good. So money's no issue. Can I borrow 20?
Man, that's what you do.
Okay. All right. No, that's good. Time management.
Time management.
You getting your assignments, homework done all on time?
Yeah, yes, sir. But everything gets done on time. But sometimes I have little lapses where I'm like, man, I don't feel like doing the work right now. But it's got to get done eventually. Okay. So Okay.
All right. Let's talk about peer pressure, drugs, alcohol, and sex. Here on this campus, I don't see, and I could be wrong, but I don't see too much of the distraction. Like you have to be kind of an in crowd. On those 3 things that I mentioned, do you feel pressured to be involved in any of those?
No, I don't feel pressured by any of that. I have my own kind of group of friends. You know what I'm saying? We all kind of know that what we want to do it ourselves. Even though that drugs, peer pressure, that's not what we're going for. We're striving to achieve something that's higher.
Okay, all right, that's good. Let's talk about stress. I'm not even sure if you're stressing out. Jerry doesn't know what the counselors are, so I'm not even sure. But are you stressing out?
So, not at the moment, no. Okay. But there's definitely times I'm definitely stressing out when it comes to school. Yeah.
Right. What causes that? What causes that stress, though?
I think what causes stress the most for me is, I would say I kind of bring it upon myself most of the time. You know what I'm saying? Procrastination. Okay. And then now I got this and that to do, or I run into an issue with like a technology problem, and then I got this to do. Yeah. Something like that.
But you got a very good support base, like family that are helping you, trying to make sure that you go to school and everything is okay. Yeah. All right, that's good. Yeah. How much money do you spend on food?
I try to keep it to a minimum. Okay. I do pick up food during the week, but for the most part, I try to keep it to a minimum. Okay. All right. Yeah. What
do you spend money on the most?
Probably food. Probably food and gas.
Okay.
Since gas has gone up.
Okay. So one of the interviews,
and subscriptions like Netflix and stuff like that. Yeah.
Jerry, you watching movies? How many movies are you watching a week?
Nah.
How many movies do you watch in a week?
I only watch movies like that. I like watching TV series.
Okay.
Yeah, stuff like that.
No, but that's good because when we're talking about the time management and balance, I always want students to know that and I was actually going to ask you, what are you doing for fun, right? Besides the books, we did touch on time management. Try and get our homework done, Jerry. Let's get our work done, and then it looks like pretty much balanced. You have the time to do your schoolwork. You just say you're not working to go to school, so that's good. But so far as stress goes, again, stress is a very big one for me that I'm trying to address, and that's why I've talked to the counselors and then everybody that can help with that. I'm very happy that you're not stressing it, but I do kind of want to go back into that a little bit. Do you know friends that are stressing and what might be causing them to stress out?
A lot of my friends, they kind of live out of town.
Okay.
But if they do deal with stress, it's probably the amount of schoolwork that they got to do, or what they got to make deadlines to get in on time.
Okay. All right.
Stuff like that relating to that.
Yeah. Are you pressured? Do you feel pressure to be in a relationship?
No, sir.
Okay.
No, sir.
You just
No, I feel comfortable with myself. Yeah.
Okay. How's the girlfriend doing?
Nah, there's no girlfriend right now. No, sir.
Okay, and that will come. That will come. So
Yeah.
No, Jerry. This again, this is almost very similar to the first interview that I had. I feel like you're doing good. I do definitely. I don't want this interview to be the end of it. The whole goal of this podcast, Let's Talk Ed with Professor Chris, is to find out where students are having issues and challenges. And I promise, I will go talk to anybody.
Anybody.
Seriously, I will talk to anybody. Talking about anybody, do you know who the president of the college is?
The president.
Yeah. That's a quiz.
I'll be lying if I said I did.
Okay. Which is not okay. So again, the reason I say that is I will get opportunity to talk to the president, and if there was anything from the student, for me to ask him. What would you ask the president? What would you ask the president right now if he were to walk in here? What's one thing that you would ask him?
I'll probably discuss what I just discussed with you about the online classes.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So let's go back to the online classes. You talked about that. That seems to be kind of your biggest issue. What can be done for that online classes to be much more easier for you or to make it smooth for you?
I don't know if I can say make it easier, but I know it's not, the online classes aren't bad though. I don't want to make it seem that the online class experience is like horrible or anything. It's actually pretty good. A lot of these classes you can sign up for that are online. You can sign up for it online without a Microsoft Teams instruction or with it. And I know like when registration opened up recently, I signed up for a class with Microsoft Teams, and the teacher can schedule meetings like certain part of the day, and we can talk about certain things. And that part is nice because I can't. I've been in class. I went to school where I'm in class, in-person classes like all the time, and then all of a sudden it's online. You kind of got to teach yourself certain things. You really have no choice, but it's not bad. But I kind of wish that some classes were in person because sometimes I feel like I learn better with hands-on.
Right. Now that's good. So I'm going to be closing up pretty soon here. Actually, one that I forgot was talk about trust a little bit. I did ask about whether you think your faculty or your professors do care. What about trust? Do you trust? Obviously, you don't go to the counselors. It's not a matter of trust. It's a matter of not needing them. Right?
Yeah.
But if it comes to trust, you have to have somebody within the system and within the college to actually go to. Right. Is there somebody that you think you trust enough to go to if you had any issues?
It's for sure. Student success coach Mike Gary, he's really helped me out with a lot of different things, connections with other people.
Okay. So I'm actually happy you mentioned that because I probably should interview a student success coach as well to kind of see what they do and how they can help students out. So that's a good point because some do go to the counselors. Do you know what an ombudsman is?
I actually just learned about that recently.
You did?
Yeah. If it hasn't changed, isn't Jerry Newsell?
Right. But do you know what he does?
I have an idea what he does.
Okay.
A very vague idea.
Okay.
A very vague idea.
So again, for you and for all the students that are listening here, I do kind of want to put in a plug for that interview that I just did that will be airing very soon. But the ombudsman deals with conflicts, right? Mm-hmm. And I hope it doesn't happen, but you're going to run into issues where if you have something with your professor, right, that's where you go to. I just have student conduct. It's another outlet or access as well for you to go to. But, it's all recorded. I want students to kind of keep watching this here. But the goal is to make sure students know where to go to with with the needs and all that. So, all right. So yeah, talking about trust, you mentioned your go-to person if you need somebody, success coach. So I definitely need to put that in mind and then balance them. So far as stress goes, again, it leads to depression and it leads to the worst case scenario. For those instances, by the way, do you have any friends that you've seen gone along those lines in terms of stress, getting depressed, and
yeah, for sure.
Okay, all right, but you're good.
I'm solid right now.
Okay,
yes, sir.
Thank God for that. I appreciate that. All right, so you didn't have anything for me to ask the president, so I probably don't need to interview the president. That's okay. My last question, again, before we wrap up, is what would make your college experience better?
Man, that's kind of a hard question for me personally, but
well, that means everything is good.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah. What could make my college experience better?
Yeah. I want you to experience college. I want you graduating from college, not saying, boy, let me tell you about that college. It was like a war zone. You see, I don't want that. So what can I do, or what do you think will make it better? Maybe it's already good.
Yeah, it's already good right now.
Okay.
The school system, Wait Take has in place, everything is actually pretty good and pretty nice right now.
Sounds good. All right, there we go. Another edition of Meet the Students. We will keep interviewing students. Stay tuned. Thank you, Jerry, for coming in today. If you think about something that you didn't share with me, please let me know. We'll call you back in here to interview you. But again, remember, Let's Talk Edu with Professor Chris. Our goal, again, is to make sure you have the ultimate college experience and not survive it. Thank you.